Okay, yeah, so we're out at Monash, and yeah, bike's going well, no problems. Now it's tuned, it feels a bit better. It's maybe a little bit, it just feels a little bit lumpy, maybe a bit too rich. I'll check it again when I get home. The problem is I don't want to run the bike too much at home because the neighbours get a bit, because of course I'm always doing bikes, that's the trouble, so it's not just like my bike, I've got loads of bikes to do, so to be a bit conscious of the neighbours. That's why I tend to do it out in the middle of the countryside. Yeah, but all going well. No problems. Yeah, that bolt's held on the number plate, so that's good. Anything else to report? Yeah, I think maybe this silencer's maybe just touching. I need to check it. There's a little bit of a rattle at tick over, and I think it's from that silencer. It might just be touching the frame or the engine. It might be touching the primary chain case. Anything else? No, all seems to be good. So we'll ride back and see how we get on. Very pleased, very pleased. there we are, sorted. You can see by the shadows that we're getting towards the end of the day, but we're all sorted now. So just a few little things following the test run. So I've put a new bolt on this mud guard, and you can see that. So that's all on the number plate and so on. And then I also discovered that the kickstart was loose, so I've tightened that up. We've retightened the roses on the silencers and they're all okay. I've been trying to sort this rattle out, and I was thinking it was the silencer was hitting. I couldn't see it was touching, and now I realise that what it is the baffle has come loose in this silencer. Right, so inside the silencer, it's corroded inside. See, it should be like that. There's a baffle inside that silencer, and that's because this silencer for some reason was slightly more rusted than the other one, and so that the baffle inside the silencer has come loose, and it's the actual baffle inside the silencer that's rattling about, which makes a right old racket, you know, a tick over. So that's what the problem is. So you just really need a new near side silencer. The brake's working now a lot better than it was. I might put new pads on. Obviously they're pretty new pads. It's okay. It's certainly miles better than, you know, when I first went out on it. There's nothing there at all. And I've been riding. I rode it with the brake on a bit, and that seems to, you know, have worn off any glaze or whatever was on there. But I probably might, if I could get some ultra soft pads, like really soft pads, because you don't ride it that much, then I put those on, you know, something that's really going to grip it. Might wear out fast, but if you're not doing many miles, it's worth having a brake like that. So there we go. I think it's all sorted. You know, starting really well now. Yeah, the spag clutch, and yeah, it's all good. So and it's all tuned now. It's all starting well. It's all running really nicely, and yeah, so it's all ready to go now. Fully ready to go. Everything's done on it. It's all, you know, as it should be now. So yeah, pleased with that, and so I can go back to the current owner, who I think is selling it. Yeah, if I mentioned this before, so I was pleased at 3,000 revs. When the engine's really hot, we got about 45 psi at 3,000 revs, going up to about 50 psi above that, and down to about 30 odd like tick over, which is exactly what I'd expect. And obviously, like I said, at startup it goes like right round to full, but only very briefly. Yeah, lights all working, horns all, you know, it's all working now. Everything's great, so it's ready for a new owner, someone who's going to ride it and love it. Okay, so it's but anyway, it's great. I've done 55 miles on it, so it's giving it a good old check out. Yeah, so it was 0, it's on 55, and now we've just gone over the 1,000. Now the bike has now done just over 1,000 miles from new, as it were. So all sorted. Yeah, so it just needs a new silencer, and I'd probably put in new brake pads. You know, it's okay, but yeah, I'd probably put in new brake pads just to be on the safe side. Well, you know, no, they work fine. You just have to. They does take a bit of pressure on that lever, more pressure than, you know, if you give it some jip, it stops, but you do have to pull it quite hard. Right, okay. My neighbour's waiting to carry on mowing the lawn, so I better stop all my waffle and let her get on with it. But there we are, bike's all there, and yeah, if anyone is interested in buying it, I think he's looking for, you know, I think he's asking 15,000 for it. He might be open to offers, I don't know. But if you're interested in buying it yourself, then get in touch through the video, and I'll pass your query on to the current owner. Okay, I'm off. But first ride of the year done, fantastic sunshine, great bike, sorted. And just by the by, don't forget there's the fantastic enthusiast restoration manual on how to rebuild the Norton Commando, written by yours truly, available from Amazon and, you know, all good booksellers. And that's my step-by-step guide on completely rebuilding a Commando, my Commando. Okay, so yeah, if you're interested in rebuilding a bike or just want a good read on you know, how to rebuild a bike from scratch, then that's something to consider. Obviously, I need the money, so you know, please feel free to go ahead and buy a copy. Highly recommended by me.